Well, first of all, I've covered towns twice Iola's size, and I never saw that many cross country kids come out to practice. Warm ups, workouts.
Yeah,
How do you feel about the turnout so far?
I am just so excited. The past years I've had like maybe 5 kids, so having this many, especially so many young kids, majority of those kids are middle schoolers. So
Wow.
it's just really exciting because this could be just like a new season for cross country for us. So
And I actually was friends with a cross country kid in high school, and he said one of the worst mistakes I ever made in high school was not doing cross country off season workouts because of how tough it is
yes,
just jumping in. As a coach, seeing all these kids come out to put the time in. First, how does it make you feel about the dedication they have for the program? And second, how does it make you feel about getting kind of a head start when a lot of the grinding that these kids would be doing would be taking place right at the beginning of the school year?
I mean I'm excited just to see them have interest. Dedication will prove itself over time. Right now, it's just getting used to being in the heat. Again, most of those kids are 7th graders, so like they're not really used to consistent outdoor workouts and heat. So I just want to get them ready for when it is really toasty. And yeah, like I said, like most of these kids, they're brand new. So getting them as ready as we can for that first meet is really awesome.
And Mr. Hill, is that right? Was that
Yes.
Jacoby Hill?
That was Keegan.
Keegan Hill. Sorry, sometimes.
I know they're only a year apart, so
And when you got a guy coming out there that people can look up to, he's been to the big dance, at least as far as track goes, cross country too, right?
yes.
I was about to say, and when you got a guy like that, the kids can not only look up to, but kind of pattern themselves off of. How important is a guy like that? And do you have any girls like that?
We have a senior, Mahaley Genoble.
Yep.
She has not made it to state and cross country yet, so we're kind of hoping this is the year. One last shot at it. But she's super hard working. The girls look up to her. She's just a sweet, positive person just to have in our program, and we're really lucky to have her.
And having a guy like Mr. Hill come out who.
It is nice. It's good for those kids to see, you do have to put in the work. Because he does. He works, he runs a lot, he trains a lot, tries to take care of himself. And, that is a good model for them.
And one more question, which is, the season, it's going to come quick.
Yes.
It's just one of those things
See,
where.
today's the 15th, so we're probably exactly a month out.
Wow. And, you're a month away from the season getting started. How do you feel about the progress so far? And where do you guys go from here as far as off-season preparation?
We really are just working on consistency, getting just a little bit better from what I did yesterday. So I kind of just want that to be our goal for the whole season. So, what can we do better? I think that's where we have to start with so many new kids to cross country.
Oh, and one more question. It's an exciting time. These are people a lot of kids who don't even know that cross country is a really hard athletic endeavor, but they're going out for a sport just to get into athletics sometimes. What's it like being this kind of gateway to a lot of kids' athletic careers, and how do you feel about this creating not a foundation for the program, but that next generation to move up?
It is really exciting. I got to coach behind Marv Smith, and he had a beautiful foundation and just generations of success in his program and in his coaching. And, it's something I really want to model because, he was so good and just a big part of Iola, not even just cross country. So, it's kind of exciting to see that, maybe I can follow in his footsteps a little bit.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got. I appreciate it. All right. Well, first of all, you've been to state before. This is when you put the time in to get there. How do you feel about getting things started?
I feel really great. Actually, I've been putting in the work over the off season. I've been really excited to show people what I've got, especially my coaches, and I'm excited to be a leader to this group and ready to push them to the best they can be and everything. Yeah.
I was about to say that was actually my next question, which is when you have so many people looking to you to learn, especially these young kids who are in 7th and 8th grade, what's that like kind of helping them set the foundation for where they're trying to improve upon?
Well, I kind of push them in practice and stuff. Like, there's some days I'm doing long runs with Brendan and Caden and the walk, and I'm like, hey, come on, you're almost done. And they start running, and I'm just like, I'm like really excited for Adam. He's coming into high school, and excited for James. He just started, and I'm just waiting for what they become in high school. And yeah.
And you've been through this situation. There's sometimes you're like, don't be so hard on them, or kind of,
Yeah.
you know, being that you've experienced this before. What are some things that you learned from your upperclassmen that you kind of say either you do want to do or you don't want to do? Kind of, how did that mold you into being a leader?
Well, there was 1 week I didn't want to take any days off because I wanted to because last year cross country I didn't make it to state. I was pretty upset, so I didn't take a whole week. Why? Ran, didn't take any days off, and I ended up getting hurt. So, which is pretty terrible for me because all the hard work I put in just was gone. So I took about 2 weeks off again, and then if I was to say to them, I'd probably say don't push yourself too hard. It's okay to take breaks, and don't always run out, expect PR in every meet.
Absolutely. And one more question. You know, the season's just a month away. How anxious are you to just hit the course again and, you know, get some medals around your neck?
I'm ready for that. I've been ready for I've been putting in the hard work. I'm really excited this year. I'm trying to make it to state, plus almost place to state, and it's gonna be tough with Class 3A. It's gonna be real tough. So I'm just thinking about all in my mind is place to state. So every time I'm out here running, I'm just like, that's what goes on in my head is place to state. How good do I want to be, and all that.
Absolutely.